So the Grow and Greatness program runs over 4 workshops, and it's about 3 really important things. The first workshop is about shaping up, and that's all about what have I got going for me? What are my gifts? What is my purpose as a leader? And how do I focus on my gifts and not spend so much time worrying about all the things I need to get better at, because that list can be really long. Day 2 is called Showing Up. And day 2 talks about the ailments and afflictions that get in our way. So things like the pox of perfectionism and the lurgy of likability and the disease of distraction. So figuring out what is it that we do to ourselves, or what is it that we allow ourselves to behave like that get in the way of us being our best. And then we talk about some of the solutions. And then the third day is about stepping up. That's the day where you have to put on your big girls or boys pants and think about your leadership presence and where you're showing up and what networks you've got around to support you so that you can make your best contribution. And then in workshop 4, you get to share your insights and wisdom and general brilliance with a group of senior leaders and a group of emerging leaders, and that's the way that we pay it forward. The Grow and Greatness program is not like any other leadership program I've ever come across, and that's because it's not an outside-in program. We are not teaching people how to behave differently or how to develop skills that involve delegating or building vision or any of those things. It's an inside-out program which is all about who am I, what matters to me, and how can I bring that to the world. And therefore it involves a lot of self-reflection. There are no silly pipe cleaner games, and there are no revolting role plays, because I hate them and therefore would not ask them to be something anybody else has to do. But there's a lot of conversation and a lot that we learn from the other people in the room, especially that we're not alone. That there are other people experiencing what I'm experiencing, and that it's okay to be where I am right now, which doesn't let us off the hook of stepping up to the person that we could be. This work is personally important to me because I feel like I've been given so many gifts, and for me this program is an expression of what I do best in the world, with the hope that by doing that I help other people to step up, because that for me is the reason that I think I'm on the planet and do what I do. So at the moment we have been running the Grow and Greatness program just for women. That was never my intention, to be honest. I think it's really important for women to have places they can go and talk about things. I equally think it's important for men and people of all sorts of groups to come together to share conversations where their experience is common. The gender aspect of it is less about all women or all men, but being with people who have had similar experiences in the world, because that's that thing that makes us feel not alone. When we feel like we're not the only one, that other people have the same struggles, and it often is the struggles we talk about, then we can start to go, actually my experience is common, I'm okay, and what do I bring that's different and special to people? So for the first time in 2022, we are going to be offering the Grow and Greatness program for men and women. Ideally, I'd love to be able to run the program just for men, but nobody's paying me to do that yet, but that's part of my agenda, so that people will have a choice about which program they want to come to. The other thing that's happening in 2022, exciting year for us, is that we will be also offering the public leadership program called Collective Intelligence, which I have been running in-house for the last few years, which looks at examining the different ways in which we think, the different ways in which we manage our emotions, and the different ways in which we are adaptable, and how we use our knowledge of ourselves to lead teams and projects to do remarkable things together. And I'm currently working on the book to go with it. So the good news is that if you're unable to come on the Grow and Greatness program, much of what we cover is in the book, which is called How to Grow a Great Leadership Career, which you can buy on the website, and we will post it to you, or you can buy an ebook if you're not patient enough to wait for it to arrive in the post. And that will tell you pretty much everything you need to know. What it doesn't do is have the experience of being in the room, playing with these concepts and forcing yourself to be accountable in the presence of other people.